Hello everyone, I am Orange Type here with a brand new tech review. My Huddle review did really well on YouTube, considering, so I thought I'd come back and I'd do another one on something brand new. And that is the brand new mobile network ID. Now this is less of a review and more of an overview actually, because it's only the first day I've had it. So I can't give you an in-depth review, but what I will say is it is a brand new network by Carphone Warehouse running off the 3 network. Now the benefit of that is you do get an already established network of masts that do provide 3G and depending where you are, 4G. Now I'm quite lucky, I live in an area where 3 actually provide 4G, Swansea, so I can take full advantage of it. However, if you don't live in a 4G area, and of course this is all due to where you do actually live, 3 tend to have a really good 3G network. And when I was down in Carphone today, did I mention it's owned by Carphone Warehouse? ID is owned by Carphone Warehouse. When I was down there today, I couldn't actually connect to 4G. I was connecting to 3G. And the 3G network actually ran at 16 megabytes per second. And I've just come from EE, where if I was kicked off 4G and onto a 3G network, the 3G network ran at like a megabit. So you do get a really good 3G network. And you might say, well, I want more speed, so I don't think ID's for me. Great thing with ID is you can get, this is just the tariff I've taken, you can get 2,000 minutes, which is about a day and a half of constant talk time, 5,000 texts and unlimited 4G data for £20 a month. Now that doesn't come with a phone. You do have to provide your own, and they don't sell iPhones yet. They only sell Android, but they sell like the S6, the HTC One M9, so they sell some good phones. But 20 quid a month for all that, I think, is a phenomenal price. But this video is mostly going over my initial thoughts and opinions of the network. And to start off with, connectivity, right? It's not absolutely perfect. I'm just trying to turn off my Wi-Fi here on my phone. Hang on, sorry. Turn my Wi-Fi off. Like, for example, here I'm on 4G in my bedroom. No, I've switched to 3G on 4 bars versus 4G on 1 bar. Now, let me give you an example of the speeds of 3G. Right, I've got speedtest.net here. I'm on 3 bars. I've dropped 1. But let me just show you now. Okay, I'm using Ookla speed test, if anybody wants to know. My ping is 62, which is not great, to be fair, but it's better than nothing. And my download is 7 megabits. Now, that's not bad. Really is not that bad, because if you want to just watch YouTube, stream music, stream films, that's more than enough for HD. It's more than enough for HD. And the great thing is, because it's unlimited, you can watch it as much as you like. There it is. There it is, just there. So it's a really good speeds. And at the moment, I'm a little bit disappointed with how much 4G does drop out, because it is available in my area and I do get it quite consistently. But the 3G does beat it a lot of the time, so you do drop to 3G. You do lose speed. I mean, even the lowest 4G is technically faster than the highest 3G I can get on this. So you lose about a megabit or so. But, you know, you still lose 4G, so it's not as comprehensive as, say, EE, who I have just come from. But I was paying £40 a month for my EE contract with only 2 gigabytes of data, so I do gain a lot on that, and honestly I would rather the lower speeds than faster speeds, but with limited data usage. So really, if you're going to ID, I really would check 3's coverage area. Just 3.co.uk or whatever it is, Google it. And if you were covered with 3, you will be covered with ID. That's how it works. So I would say if you're in an area with good 3G signal, you will have good internet connection. And if you're in an area with good 4G connection, you will have the added bonus of 4G. So there's that. So the overview of the actual network from 5 hours of just general knobbing around with it, it's good. Where ID runs into issues though, is the early teething phases of a new network. Basically, the website is good if you can get it to work. It's well laid out. It works fine. But if you use, for example, Safari, at least from my experience, you can't load up the website. It will keep refreshing and refreshing and refreshing and refreshing, and it won't actually run. Now, I use Safari because I just prefer it, but I have to boot up Chrome to be able to run the website. So that's a bit of an issue at the moment. It's not game-changing. It won't make you go, no, I'm not going to that network, because, you know, you can use Chrome, and every computer comes with Chrome, you know? So, yeah, that's a big issue, but when you get on it, it works absolutely fine, and it's actually really, really well made. I might put a little bit of a demo at the end of this video of the website running, because it's really intuitive. Another issue is if you're trying to port over your previous number, which I always do. I've had the same phone number for like 9 years, for example. You can do it on the website, but it doesn't work. We phoned up EE going, look, have we got our right pack number? And they were like, yeah, your pack number's right, but you need to phone up ID because it doesn't always work on the website. So we're like, right, fine. So we call up ID, and it sends us to an Indian call center, right? Now, I got nothing wrong with that personally. I really don't mind calling up Indian call centers. It really doesn't bother me in any way whatsoever, but I know a lot of people don't like that. So you will go to an Indian call center, or at least the 3 times I've called them, I've always had Indians on the other end, which again doesn't bother me, but it is an issue some people have. So we had to phone them up, and to be fair to them, the issues I had were sorted out instantly. First of all, I couldn't log into my account, which, to be fair, he tried his best to help me with, but it resolved itself, because they were just delaying, because you have to get a code sent to your phone, and that was just delayed by about 10-15 minutes. So while I was on the phone to him, it got sent through. So that was fine. He tried his best, but to be totally honest with you, the machine just did it quicker than him. And when I phoned up then to get my phone transferred over, we were on the phone for 5 minutes, and it's done. We're just waiting for the number to process. So when you do call them, fast, great, fantastic. And if you're like me, not a problem whatsoever. If you like to call British call centres, then it will be an issue for you. But if it is an issue for you, really sort out your priorities, because it shouldn't matter to you. What else? There was something else. Oh, if you're a fan of iPhones, like me, you can't actually get an iPhone on them yet. Like I said, they've got some great Android phones at actually a really good price. I mean, you can get an S6 for like 39 quid a month, which is quite good. But you can't get iPhones. And that means there is no iPhone app out yet. You can get it on Android, and you can access it through the browser, as long as you use Chrome, or maybe Firefox. You'll have to test that one out. But you can't get it on your iPhone. So if you have an iPhone, you'll have to go to the web browser to access your account, which is a little niggle. It's not ID's fault. It takes years for iPhones to come to certain networks. I mean, I don't know in the UK, but I know in America it took years for them to come to like Sprint, which is like a massive network out there. It'd probably be the equivalent if like EE is our biggest network. It'd be like the equivalent of O2, you know? It took years. So it might be a while before you can see an iPhone on that. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't see the iPhone 6S on ID. I really wouldn't. But as a general overview, let me just do another speed test while I've noticed I'm on 4G. As a general overview of the network at the moment, it's really, really good. And the best thing is, I'm only getting about 7 megabits on 4G. So, you know, it's a good thing they swap back and forth. It's not super fast. Don't think it's going to be super, super fast. It's enough. It's fast enough to run YouTube, streaming music, streaming films, Netflix, and all that jazz in HD. It's not super, super fast. But on a phone, really, I've never noticed download speeds. As long as it's fast enough to download HD, I'm done. But as a general overview of the network, it's actually really good. It uses, like I said, 3, so it's actually quite stable. I know they've had a massive issue in the past of being really unstable, and they drop out and you can't get signals. But my friend's been on 3G for about 2 years, and before I went to ID, I said, look, is 3G good? And he went, yeah, they're quite good in Swansea. I've never dropped any, I haven't dropped in network, I never lose my internet connection, and I've always either got really fast 3G or 4G. So, you know, I can't complain. The biggest benefit with this though is the tariffs are quite cheap. For example, like I said, I used my own phone, so I had a SIM only rolling. So it's contract, but it's not like 12 months, 24 months. It's monthly. So I've got unlimited 4G data, 5,000 texts, and 2,000 minutes, which is the equivalent of constantly talking on your phone for about a day and a half. So it's a lot. For 20 quid a month. It's half what I paid on EE for unlimited calls, unlimited texts, and only 2 gigabit data. But I don't use texts or phone calls at all. I don't phone people, and I don't text people anymore. I use WhatsApp or even Facebook Messenger. So I needed the data more than I needed anything else. And it was really, really good. But there's not much else I can say about ID, really. Past the fact that if you're looking for a cheap tariff with more than acceptable 3G, and if you're in an area with 4G, more than acceptable 4G, and for example, like I said, I was down in Carphone warehouse in the middle of, not in the middle, but in a retail park, and I was getting 16 megabits per second on 3G. I can't ask for more than that. It's really, really good, and it's really cheap, but you do have to bring your own phone, and if you're an iPhone fan, you can't get iPhones. And if you have an iPhone, you can't get the app. But apart from that, it's absolutely fine. So I'll cut some information now about the website, show you around it really quick, and the video will be ending. So I'll say it now. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave a comment if you've got any queries about ID. I'll aim to answer them over the next few days once I get more acquainted with the network. And really, any questions at all about anything in this video that's raised any questions for you. I know that doesn't make a lot of sense, but I will aim to answer them for you. Alright, thanks for watching. I've been the Orange Type. Join me again for my next video, which will probably be another overview of something I'll get 6 months down the line. And now let's cut over to the website. Ta-da. Here's the website. The domain is my.idmobile.co.uk. Now, it took me forever to remember that, simply because I would type in things like id.co.uk and mobile ID or whatever, and it's basically they're all taken by like security companies. So ignore that. This is the website here. Now, here's the thing. It is all well laid out. Look at this. When you log in, it instantly shows you how much minutes you got left, how many texts you got left, and if you've got a data plan without unlimited, it'll show you how much data you have left as well. Now, every single page is laid out like this. In this box here gives you all the important information you need. So I can't show you my account because it has my address on it. So I can show you my allowances, which basically cuts everything else off and leaves this like this here, and tells you how long your current billing date period is as well. Mine was up yesterday. I didn't buy this contract yesterday, so I don't know why that's there. But I can also show you my extras, which basically means you can put in your pack code, which is to transfer your number, which doesn't work. And you can also take a break. Now, I'm sure if you click take a break, it'll mean that your phone will be suspended temporarily. So I don't want to click that. But that's basically it. It's a very simple website, and it's really easy to get around. And also, if you're wondering what shockproof means, it means that it's instantly capped to a certain amount. So, for example, if you had, 2,000 minutes like I had, and you go over that, it will not let you spend more than, I think they told me, £5 worth of minutes. So you will never look at a bill with £40. It will always be £25 at most, for example. So that's quite nice. It's great for kids as well, because if you've got kids and you put them on them, they don't give a shit. They will run up a bill like nobody's business, and they won't care. So it's great for that as well. So thanks for watching, guys. This is just a really quick overview of the website, because it is really, really simple. I mean, you've got shop here, which, don't bother with this. Just go to see a Carphone warehouse. See, you've got iPhone here. Let's click that. iPhone is available. What? Yeah, see, it's not. It's not available. But they've got a section for it. So they know it's coming, and it's disappeared. Wow, fair play. Fair play. Let's have a look at the Samsungs you can get. Sort by upfront cost descending. There you can get an S6, 64GB in black for £37 a month. Let's view the details on that, for example. What do you get? 600 minutes, 5,000 texts, 1 gigabyte of data. 45 quid a month will get you 2 gigs of data, 43 quid a month. So they're not fantastic here, to be fair. I will give them that. But to get a brand new S6, it's not bad. You know, for 37 quid a month. Not bad at all. So yeah, that is basically it, guys. That's all I need to show you. That's all I want to show you. You know, I really can't show you anything else. It's all the same as this. It's a well laid out, well done website. And, you know, you can't get better than that. So anyway, I've been the Orange Type. Thanks for watching.